Hello, this is me, Nikola Tesla. Well, I like to say I'm Nikola Tesla, but um, one thing I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna probably make videos on maybe freecad or whatever coding or something like that. This was pretty interesting. I found out you can just do this stuff right here. You like literally just make a just learn HTML. What? Oh fuck! Why is this on here? Get rid of that. I thought that was pretty. It's pretty interesting how I did that. Of course, the reason I want to record over live streaming because it might not safe, and I need another monitor, so I need to like. Of course, the only thing I hate about this desk is that I can have like a. I might have to get those other things where you can like put the thing on there and do everything, which that's like going Frida. Um, One thing I do is I read a lot of books, and then one thing I hate doing, I hate sleeping all the time. I feel like I feel like I'm gonna miss being alive. Where I'll miss being alive. And a thing I realized too, I'm gonna regret not reading enough before I die, and not doing enough, not reading enough, and also doing solving problems, and just doing things like curious of what happens if I did this or did that or whatever. Like the thing I wish I can get is a 3D printer. And one thing I wish I can do is maybe do art or something like that. I want to be, I really want to be the Da Vinci of our time. Um, if I, like, of course, myself might think, oh, I really think I'm Nikola Tesla reincarnated. No, I don't think I am. Who knows if maybe I am, I don't know. Of course I'm not, because I don't have the same skill set as Nikola Tesla. But I think I just want to use it as my own name, maybe like as just as a channel or whatever. I'll put this right here. But yeah, like I don't have my tablet right now, and I need to start doing stuff. It's like yeah, um, but yeah, one thing I'm gonna start being advocating for. I'm not gonna give up on is that oh I look so weird. Oh, okay, yeah. One thing I really want to do and I have to really think about things I do like in general. I have to keep things private and think of like myself as being a better stoic and look at my reflecting, breathing for a minute. And my biggest problem is that I don't think about breathing enough. And I think sometimes breathing doesn't help, but it does. It helps a lot. We just pause and reflect on what you're thinking, then walking away. It's best to do that because if you get upset about stuff and you lose control, then they control you. They have all the like my dad told me. If you let people control you, if you could keep if you could stop, I've already said the like if you can control yourself, yeah, you have to learn how to control yourself or something like that. And if you let people control you, they control everything you do and stuff like that. And I realized that, and I started realizing I should avoid conflict because I have to have self respect. Where I respect myself, then people disrespects me. And some people think some people think they have to talk to people. As there's a problem with leftists, I think most leftists need to realize, and I think the most thing you need to be sure of is respect yourself than people that don't respect you. Have self-respect. Have like even if you have low self-esteem, have self-respect of what you're doing. Because if you just let people run over you, we won't. And I guess the thing you have to show that you respect them, and they respect you. But if they don't respect you, and just avoid them because they lost your respect. Because if they can figure out ways to respect you, because like a lot of people in general think they should not respect you, calling you a pedophile or all these other allegations and stuff like that. But if you come out as gay, you're labeled as gay because certain people on the internet that they saw was like this, or this such and such. They just gossip about shit like that. Most people just like I said, I had a video where I said most people like to gossip about stuff. Like it's like most people have have this sort of thing called self-centeredness, where they think, well, I have to be right about something. I think these guys are demons or some shit like that, or from hell, or I don't know. People get offended by stuff like that because it's ironic when it comes to that. People think that people that are trans are not human beings. We're coming to this day to that where we don't think that trans people are human beings, or gay people are not human, or whatever. Like they're not normal people. There are people out there that are pedophiles. They're not normal people. Like they're not, doesn't mean you're gay. Exactly. Because like people that think that are just messed up in the head. You just, I mean, maybe you're just delusional, or maybe you just hear things and you don't really take, really take it for granted that they could be wrong. And I know people that if they listen to me, well, more likely they're going to get depressed, anxious, suicidal. A lot of things could happen because like they might not want to be their authentic self. Because I'm pretty sure that if I met regular person, of course they could either want A, kill me, or B, maybe be suicidal or do something else because like they don't want to hear it because like maybe they envy me because they think oh if I do this like I can't do this so you can't either, and then they want to shut me up and just force me to do something. I like coffee. But it's just sad. It's a sad society how society got to. We could have had a better society. But nothing, and here's the thing, nothing in life is perfect. You don't have to, especially me being autistic, if I was transition or whatever, the things people don't realize, if you even if you want a simple life, you can't have it. But if you make sure not to kill your, just stop fight over to feel less miserable about it, to transition or whatever, and feel less miserable about being trans, then I think I'd rather not I do that than not kill myself. And some people would rather kill themselves than be trans. It's sad. It's really sad. You have to be pathetic and sad if you really want to do certain things like that. It's just I find it ironic of people would rather do certain things like than be their authentic self. Because then there's also people out there that feel insecure, or maybe like because they're so self-centered, because they're around other self-centered people. They think, oh, they will never do that stuff in front of them. They people like to, and that's the thing. I think people like to be please other people by being not too nice. You don't have to be really nice to people that you just please people too much about. Oh yeah, I do this such and such, and then you hate trans people because you weren't able to fix people. You can't fix people. All you can do is fix yourself. You can't fix other people, and that's society's biggest problem. They think because they're around a lot of cis people, this will make be trans people community get bigger. It'll get bigger. There'll be more gay people. If only if people figure out, not force people, figure out that they don't have to fix all these guys. All they're gonna do is try to fix you, and they don't need. They just think that they don't need to be fixed. There's a lot of people out there that say you're annoying. It's to stop you from being annoying by shutting you up and just going by their standpoint of views, and they don't want to hear it because they don't want to hear it. They want you to hear things that you don't want to hear, and you don't want to hear what they have to say. But they want you to hear what they have to say. They like being annoying, but they think you shouldn't be annoying. And that's the thing. They don't want to make you less annoying by listening to them. That's how selfish society is. They want you to listen to everything they have to say, but they don't have to listen to you. That's how it works. So that's the best way to stay away. Run away. Stay away from them. Let you do your life. Maybe you can either work in a corporation. Maybe, who knows? You could start a cooperative or something like that. Maybe you don't have to be interested in making a business, but I think you look at these corporations like you look at all these you look at all these homeless people. The reason why people are homeless because like people own everything. Everyone owns everything, and no one owns no one owns really. Everyone owns anything, and no one really owns anything. This is why I believe Cooperatives should exist, and we should get rid of corporations, because like corporations should just die off, where people just live wherever they want to live, and um, some people might have a problem with that, but if it's their problem, they shouldn't worry. But it's not your problem that you do that, because it's not your problem. It's their problem, and they don't fix their problems, because they let them fix their own problems. Because you think society should care about making people have like corporations all corporations are very impractical. Like all they do is own you. You own nothing. If you work at a company, they own you, but you don't own them. Right? Actually, you don't own them. I mean, you don't own anything. I think the best thing, that in my opinion, should happen is no one own anything. Really, it depend on the situation. Um, but yeah, that's all I want to say. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Uh, but I can't live stream or anything because I have one screen, so I can't really exactly do that. I would have to get another screen, and I have no idea if I have enough room. So it kind of sucks. Kind of looks weird. I like kind of weird art. What if I could sell this? Oh god, that's pretty good.